So I'm on Rikers Island, right? Uh, I'm super young. I think this is like during the first times, like when you could actually get locked up and go to Rike and be sent to Rikers. So I'm thinking in my head, I'm about like 16 years old. Like you have to remember, this is a long time ago. So uh, I'm super young. And I wanted to tell this story because I would like for you, if you're watching, and if you ever been locked up, or if you never even been locked up, but you have things in your life that may have occurred and that you kind of sort of forgot about, but you think about from time to time, and it's one of those things that you feel like, ah, man, that individual played me, like they got away with something. And I don't know if it makes you feel like soft or less than a man, but it bothers. And it's crazy, right? Because you shouldn't let something like that take such importance in your life. But for a lot of years, I thought about this, and I think it's affected uh, uh, me as a person, believe it or not. So here we go. I'm on Rikers Island. Now, at this point on Rikers Island, they playing a game in C-74 called like Pocket. If I'm not mistaken, that like they'll rip your pockets. Leave in the comment section if you remember about that. Like like the people that are new, if they don't know you, or even if they knew you and they wanted problems with you, they would like bullying the situation because they've been in the building and they know who's new and who, they figure is not ringing bells because they never really seen you like that in the hallways and nothing, right? So I'm new at this time. C-76 is open, and C-70, I mean, March 6. March 6 is open. Excuse me. March 6 is open. And you got to go like to March 6 and go down, and it's reception dorm, right? There's lockers. Shout out to the people who said there was never lockers. There's always been lockers, bro. Probably there's no lockers in some houses now because people were getting hurt with the lockers. But there was lockers, my dude. Them green rusted lockers. Well, they ask anybody that's been going to the island. Well, anyway, courts. I'm going to court this day, and there's this Puerto Rican dude. It's always your own people, bro. He sees me and he like, I feel him like burning my side. And he's like, "What's up?" I'm like, "What's up?" So he's testing me like to see, but I'm like ready, but we're cuffed. You get it? We're cuffed. And I was like when you like the last dude and they cuff you with two and you feeling like CMC-ish, like you feeling like you the man, like they had to cuff me alone, like I'm the man, but I wasn't the man yet in my head. That was in my head, I mean, right? As time went on, I got cuffed by myself. It became real. You know what I mean? So, uh, 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 I always thought like whatever you think in your head and you see and you can envision is gonna happen. I always been a firm believer of that. So I'm cuffed. This dude plays me close. The CO there was Oliver, if I remember right. Oliver, the little chubby donut eating dude, and King. You remember King? So shout out to them. But Oliver knew like this dude is a loose cannon. You know what I mean? He already had encountered me. Even though I'm new in the building, he knew that this one is not having it. So the guy gets next to me. I feel something go. I'm like, yo, I never forget. I had a pair. If I'm not mistaken, they were either Pele Pele. I think they were Pele Pele or Pepe. All I know is that the tag, the pocket had a symbol on it, and I think it was. I don't know if Pele Pele was out at that time, but I want to say it had something with a P. Maybe for put, yeah, you heard. I don't know, but it was a point when that happened to me, I felt like, oh, and you can see my boxes because the pocket now is ripped. So in my head, I'm like, what I'm gonna do? You know, and he's like, hey, you, what's up, hey. You were like, and then laughed and like kept it moving, like went in the line. They called him, boom, and he just left. And I never forget the name. They called out Ralphie. I think he was from Staten Island or Jersey or something like that. And he had like longish hair a little bit. And he was like a loose cannon. He was running around the building like like one of those dudes that he feel like he's putting in work, but he wants everybody to know that he's the clown or there's daring, right? That's how the island was. Everybody like, yo, what up? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like a lot of ignorance running around the air, right? It's still like that, respectfully. But when he did that to me, I felt like something was taken from me. I don't know. I felt like, oh. So in my head, I said, if we come back from court, that's the only way I'm going to be able to get him back. Is when they put us in the bullpens again, and now we lose. He's going to probably forget all about that. I'm coming in. I'm gonna hide the rip. Like, I'm thinking in my head already, what's going to happen? If I come back, it's lit, right? But I didn't come back. I was released. You know, like when you first start getting arrested, you released on your own recognizance. So I just wanted to share that. And you tell me, like, there was nothing I could have done about it. Like, what, I was going to head bump him. Like, I know, you know, just leave in the comments, would you have felt like me? Up to this day, there's times I think about that because I'll be like, nobody never punked me on the island. Nothing never happened to me on the island. And that one stands out in the back of my head, even though I never looked at it as a bullied or punk situation. I just look at it like, there was nothing you could have did about that, war. But for some reason, I be feeling bad about it. I don't know, like, I don't know. It's weird, man. I just wanted to share that with you guys, man. Leave in the comments what you think about that. And should I be feeling this way? You know, even though the COs were right there, things were always happening with the CO there, but we were cuffed. I was cuffed. The reason why he was able to do that, they were leaning down. Like, he'll tell the person who he's tied to, like, yo, come here. And then they cuffed to another inmate, but you got one hand loose. I'm with both. And I think he just took advantage of me being in a vulnerable situation, if I'm wording it right. And it saddens me sometimes. It's bad, right? And it goes to show how you could grow or you want to grow. But I hold that, like, that's one dude I never will forget in my life, because I wasn't able. I felt like defenseless. Like, what, there's nothing I could do. That's what I'm going to tell the police. Yo, he just ripped my pants. He played me though, right? Wow. That's sad. Thank you for tuning in, man. We got a lot more content coming. Comment, share, subscribe. Tell me what you would like for us to talk about. Tell me if you would like to come on the show on the Lockout. We have guests all the time. If you want to come up and tell your story, I got content coming every day. I just figured I'd share that quick little story with you guys. Don't forget to check out On the Lockout Shorts. And if you want to learn how to grow your platform, Tech for Rec, TEK, the number 4, and REK. And if you game from time to time, check us out On the Lockout Gaming. So it's On the Lockout Shorts, On the Lockout Gaming, and On the Lockout on every platform: Twitch, Facebook, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Amazon Podcasts, Amazon Music. Wherever you listen to your audio podcast, we there. Thanks a lot. I'm 1,000,000% grateful. Lockout gang for life.